that was done with. You said, go out with Jill. And then you said your girlfriend and you got in a little bit of a...
Talking about what she said she heard about the situation.
Uh-huh.
And the youngness. But my first thing I said to her was, your problem is you give out titles way too quickly. It took my girl 4 years to get a key to the house. You give a key right away. Like you're like you say,
I got like a gumball machine in the foyer that you turn it and the key comes out.
And you've never done what's the coming to America? You've never soiled your royal oats. You've never womanized ever in your life. I keep telling y'all that is a part of our existence. You have to objectify women. You can't keep thinking you love them until you do. You didn't love Jill right away. She was an object. There you go. But here's the good thing about what I heard happen.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
No, I want to hear the good thing.
The good thing is this. No one treats her like that, especially in her mind, nothing like you. And I'm not saying that you're nothing. In her mind, she looks at you like a dirty bum.
Right.
And she's never been treated. She gets these dumb like Chris, what's the guy from MSNBC?
Chris Kattan, Chris Carter?
No,
Chris
MSNBC.
Matthews. Chris Hansen.
Guys like that, that's who she goes to parties with. Can I take you out for a cocktail? And this bum, surrounded by bums, got her. She opened up. She thought she could control you.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, but this is not how I see it.
Right.
This bum, it's just like my girl. She's in love with a fat mess, and she hates the fact that she's in love with me. Women hate that ultimately. So she's never been treated like this. So right now she's going insane. She's getting wrong traffic advice right now. She's probably like, there's a tie up on. I don't know. Because all the guys that come on to her, dude, you were not supposed to have her.
Right.
And you smashed it good. You treated her bad. And what ultimately is saving you is your self-esteem is so low that it protects you from somebody like Jill. You expected this not to go well anyway. You thought it was a farce from the beginning. From the beginning.
Well, I'll give you that.
Yeah. There's no way he was going to fall for her like that. He wasn't into it like that because he's like, what does this girl really want from me? What is this? And people probably saying, she's just using you for the publicity. All that stuff goes in your head. So you ultimately was just taking the ride for what it was worth.
Yeah, that seems to be like, especially how things at the beginning, because I thought, all right, this is a goof,
Until you smashed it, until she stopped blinking slow and started doing things, and let me tell you, this chick you caught her with, right? That's the perfect thing for your relationship now. Jill is gonna come begging you back, and then you'll be in control.
How does that happen?
Because you dumped her. In her mind, she dumped you, but she knows the deal. In her mind, it's always it's not about you. It's about the competition with that other chick.
Right.
And ultimately, dude, she's gonna come back to you because a loser dumped her. She's in trouble. She's in mental trouble. I'm telling you, and you can take advantage of that.
But I'm trying to think like,
have her bang your friends.
Because she kind of took a few things out of the house. You heard about that?
Yeah, like she took your car and
took my car.
Even though her car was
a laptop.
There.
Yeah. My Easy Pass. And I don't even know. There might even be a few things I have no clue about. But Keith's making the exchange. Now, see, a lot of people saying I should do this by myself. I should go over there and give her, because she's given me an ultimatum. She said, pick up my dry cleaning. There's about $500 worth of dry cleaning.
Okay.
It has to be picked up. And at the party that I had at my house, which I had an open invite to, but didn't show up.
I didn't get invited to that one either.
I meant Colin's back. Colin, you have an open invite.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. And so at the party, her camera got lost. So she wants me to buy her a new camera. And then I'll get my stuff back. I'll get my laptop back and my Easy Pass back.
Here's what you do.
Whatever else is there.
Buy all that stuff she wants and tell her to keep your stuff. Tell her to keep your stuff.
Laptop, though?
Who cares?
Laptops kind of.
Whatever.
I do own a few of them, but
who cares?
I mean,
Let it.
So what'll that do?
What that'll do is drive her more crazy. It'll drive her more crazy. Because she's that. Do you understand how childish she went to? This is a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
This puts you in control of this situation.
The burning of the clothes.
Oh, as a matter of fact, when she comes back, you make her come back on your terms. You take her key back. Because I don't understand what kind of foolishness that was. Like, I told my girl, this is the argument we got into. I said, look, talking about, because she wanted immediately for me to go, and I always take the guy's side under all circumstances.
Yeah.
I said, look, the reason you have a key to my house is to keep me from having other women in my house. I give you an open invitation. She wants me to go because I love you and I trust you and I want you to trust me. It's because the fear of my girl walking in will keep me from having a young broad sitting on top of my counter.
When are you writing the book?
Oh, damn.
That is like so brilliant.
But she wants that to be like, I love her so much, but
Right.
it's just to protect me from my own madness.
Right.
And I said, Anthony has never been a womanizer. He owns a mansion. No one owns a mansion. Men don't own things for themselves. We own things to impress other people. You just built the pool. You just did some things. It makes you sexier, your house. It makes you, it does. I look, my girl came in with a kid, right? My house is decorated for strange women to walk in and go, ooh. It's a house that's made for strange women. My girl found her way in, and I had to open my house up, like, without prejudice to keep me from being caught.
Yeah.
Doing what you did.
Well, the key will get you caught.
But that's why I do it. She always almost could come in. I'm not good at, get in the closet. I'm just not good at it. But what happened is your thing, and I told you this, man. You gotta stop pretending that you're not a dude. You're a dude. You've never womanized, man. You have to go through
I know. I've been
a point
Mr.
of
Monogamy.
womanizing.
Mr. Monogamy.
Serial monogamous. Here, you're my girlfriend now. I love you, Jill. And then some young, and I told you, I tell old women this. Any woman over 30, 35. A beautiful 35-year-old ain't as good looking as an ugly 19-year-old.
There's a quote. Patrice O'Neal. You could read in a book with the little line and then Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah, you got to write the book.
I'm serious.
So you're not surprised that this whole thing broke up, right?
No, man, because this dude upgraded his entire but you got to give her credit. She upgraded, and what she upgraded is this. Other women look at Jill Nicolini. She's famous in her own right in New York City. They look at her. They get up. A lot of schoolgirls, a lot of college people get up for the traffic and know the show, know her, look at her, and want what she has. It upgrade him. That's what women do. Women upgrade us in terms of physicality. When I walk down the street with my girl, women look at me and go, "What? How did?" Then they look at me and go, "It must be something," and they want a piece. Jill upgraded your and upgraded your confidence too, because now you're gonna treat news women like garbage. That's what it brought you up to.
Was that your whole goal? Because I kind of remember you explaining this to me before I was going out with her.
Yeah.
You kind of said the same thing.
She's look. No offense, because you're gonna be back with us. I don't want to trash her too bad.
I'm not.
Let's hold on.
Traffic girl, man.
Patrice, hold on. You said that a few times. Let's get Anthony's answer. You're not going back.
I think that's an irreparable situation that I don't want to.
She's gonna
go
beg me back.
You know why? I found myself falling into the same thing. I can't do that. I can't fall into the same thing I was doing.
You're gonna fall into it again and again until you fix you. You're not fixed yet. You understand? So fixed. the next girl that comes in, this girl here, okay, the girl that you're gonna give her she's just gonna take Jill's place and gonna end up being what Jill was anyway, because that's you. See, you don't understand how it trickles down from you. You have to
trickles down from me. Clear stuff.
You have to tell them what it is. And what kind of defense system, right, does a 25, 26-year-old girl have against a millionaire who has a mansion by himself, hangs out with all kind of dudes, knows dude, like, you know, you're going to talk to Jack Black at some point, and it's like you just talk to him. They don't have a defense against your rules. It's like, look, I live in this mansion. Here's what I need. You always call me 2 hours ahead. This because I don't want to hurt your feelings in case somebody's here. They'll do it because they don't have a defense against your life. See, our status is our vagina, and quite frankly, you're a sexy woman in terms. A bad. You're a 22-year-old Jill Nicolini in terms of status. Mm-hmm. You understand? So there's no power against a 25, 26-year-old woman. She doesn't have the ability to tell you no. You're better than she is. You're better than Jill, but it took her craziness and running around and stealing stuff and telling you for you to go, Jesus, you're just a kooky weather girl.
What about the fire? The fire was...
She lit a fire?
You didn't hear that one?
Yeah, see, the girl in the closet... The girl in the closet, she had her clothes in my closet, and Jill took the bag of clothes and went out to my new fire pit I have out back. Oh, it's wonderful.
When Anthony wasn't home.
When I wasn't home.
When Anthony wasn't home, she had the run of the place.
And because she had my Escalade. That's another thing. She would have my keys regardless because she took my Escalade keys, which had my house keys on it. So she came back when I was at work, went upstairs into the closet, grabbed a few of the things, and then grabbed all that girl's clothes and threw it in the fire pit and lit them on fire.
But see, Anthony, this is another thing about because I have the same low self-esteem. He enjoys that to some degree, driving a beautiful woman crazy like that, because ultimately if you didn't, immediately phase 1 is change your locks. Phase 2 is you call the cops on this psycho. But you didn't. You like this. It's kind of...
No,
You like driving Jill Nicolini. This is big-time status. Because look at her friend there, the black girl that's on the... She's sitting there crying between every, helicopter shot. She's crying to her black friend about how this son of a bitch did this to her. How could she? He's a loser. He's this and that. And she's losing her mind. You can't get rid of Jill Nicolini just like that, dude. She's what you're doing is you're fixing her. She came in broke, and you're gonna fix her. I'm telling you, take this as a fixing, man. Don't just let this go by as another one, because you're gonna get in the same situation again. She's ready. She's first of all, she's mature enough to be your girl, man. You gotta lay down some justice. You gotta tell her first of all, look, I need some side. Side is important to a dude.
I need some side. I don't... See, that seemed to be the problem, was the fact that there was some side.
Have you ever talked about, what's her deal in terms of, does she get down like that or what? She like girls?
Stop listening to this fake bravery. He doesn't tell his girlfriend I need some sign, I guarantee you.
Yeah?
He stole this. This is like a cutscene from Hustle and Flow, and I'm going to stop to it now.
I'm telling you, look.
Shut up and let the laugh. Let the laughter walk.
Luckily, my girl, I'm not saying...
Shut up, you coward. You're trying to get him killed.
She'll
kill him, man.
It's in terms of this.
She's a Suffolk County Italian. I'm not kidding, man. They're crazy out there. They beat up my cousin.
I love that Colin knows so much about Long Island. You weren't raised on Long Island, but you know all about it. So where are we today there, Patrice? Ant's not going back out with her.
He's going to go back out with her.
Ant wants the hostage exchange to finally happen, even though they broke up probably a month ago, Ant? Over a month ago.
Is she calling you and stuff?
And there's still a connection.
No. Can I say one thing, by the way, one quote?
Yeah.
A guy that said, I'm 6 years behind the time when he came in here, actually said, I mean, you get to talk to Jack Black, and he talks back, wow, Jack Black.
I was trying to think of I was really trying to think of a name, and I couldn't.
You thought of Tropical Thunder again.
I don't know what I was doing. And you're right, too, Colin. I was trying to think of a damn name.
Jack Black.
Do you miss her?
No, it's not one of those situations where I was just getting too deep into every day seemed to be getting planned out for me. Like I was like, okay, well, it's Wednesday. I'm just going to go home. I'm going to just hang around, maybe drink a beer or something. Oh, we got this to do. We got to go out and we got to, and it was fine and dandy, but it was always an appearance.
It's not Jill.
Fine and dandy.
It's not Jill. It's not. It's you.
Yeah.
Like it's you.
How is that me that I wanted to hang out and not go to some event?
All right. Give me an example of how she plans your day.
All right. It was like Thursday would roll around,
okay.
and I'd be like, I just, if I just want to hang out, maybe go out, quiet dinner.
You be her.
Or something else.
You be her, I'll be you.
Quiet dinner.
I'll be how you supposed to be. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
And then Thursday would roll around. It's like, all right, why don't you? I'm gonna shower. Why don't you get ready because we got the thing to go to. And then I would say, let me tell you what I would say first. I go, what thing?
Yeah, what thing is
this? I told you on Monday. Oh my God, I told you on Monday that Thursday we had the thing that we're going to. It's an event for little kids that have friggin' 3 eyes.
Right. Okay.
So, oh, Uncle Paul. Yeah. So, why don't you get ready?
Yeah, I'm not. Didn't I tell you Monday I wasn't going? But, she already knew Monday you had told me.
Stay in character. You're supposed to be.
She already knew.
Louis Beans.
She already knew that you weren't going on Monday.
Yeah. So
ultimately, she tried the passive aggressive approach, which is he's gonna go. That's what he thought in his mind. But you set that up for her to think. Look, the attack that they do. This is why people, women call me an ass. It's because
Colin just starts laughing.
My girl will say to me, "Do you always have to be this? You always have to be." It's because our attack is like a general or a strategic thing. Their attack is like a snake. It's just what they do. They just try to take over your spirit. Like, I'm diabetic, and my girl uses diabetes as a way to love me. It's hard for me to go, mind your business, I'll take my medicine when I feel like it. If I feel like dying, I will. It's hard. They find a way to make you accept their love. So it's even like little things at a restaurant. If you go, look, give me a steak and some rice, and they bring a steak and potato, and she tries to defend you, it's almost like she ultimately is taking your respect because she thinks you can't even handle your starch situation. You understand?
Yeah.
So there were little things that open her up to know that she can control you like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's you. You're always going to find that problem with you if you don't change it now. And what you need to do is start doing what your body's telling you to do now, is get all kind of funky side. I mean, sports sex, and it's going to happen. Yeah. It's got to happen. Yeah. Orgies and everything else.
Orgies.
Big time.
That's the realization Ann had. He doesn't want to be tied down. He was tied down for 2 decades. Three women in 2 decades, more or less. And he realized, I'm going to just summarize. He realized he was falling into the same old thing. And it has nothing to do with Jill. He knows he needs to be.
But I'm non-confrontational, so instead of going up to Jill and saying, and doing, what might have been the thing to do would be like, hey, I'm kind of feeling a little with this whole situation, blah, blah, blah. I just decided to, start having extracurricular activities.
Yeah, going back to where he needs to be.
Yeah, a little extracurricular activity, and then the old knock on the door that morning. What are you doing? Why is the bedroom door locked?
You think he's going to be back with her personally?
No.
Really?
No.
I don't think she would because it's been too public what happened.
Dude.
She couldn't.
That. And here's this. Here's another record I have. I've never gone back to somebody that I've gone out with or dated or
when he's done, he's done.
How can you? They can never almost hit 18 again.
Listen, we can continue after the break. We have to break.
I really want to. This is gonna.
We can go with this a little longer. The phones are